Hello there, Vish5150 here, back with another video on this lovely, lovely Thanksgiving Sunday morning in Canada. It's a little bit chilly out here, but that's what happens in Canada. Now, this video here is Ask Me Anything. Literally, I asked you guys to ask me anything, and this is what's going to happen. But before we get into that, please do me a favor here and like, comment, and subscribe. I'd be extra thankful, and that's all I would really give a fuck about on this Thanksgiving. Otherwise, I'm thankful for you anyways. Anyways, we're going to get into this. The first question here is from God. Number 1, have you ever stolen anything? Just the hearts of all my people out there. And yeah, who could blame you for giving them to me anyway? I took them. So anyways, number 2, chemo. How come you no call no more? I bake a pizza for you with 5150 ingredients and it's horrible. Well, I never call no more because we text now and your pizza made me like this. So anybody who doesn't like what I'm doing here, blame chemo. It's all his fault. It's all his fault. Now, since we're going to get into some rhyming, since I am a rapper, Demo! Top 3 DJs who worked with live and why? Well, yeah, you for asking me that question. He's a really good DJ in Nanaimo. Go check him out, Demo. D-M-O-A. Anyways, my first one, obviously got to be my guy 2Def, because he's just fucking awesome. I've been working with him for several fucking years. And he's always reliable, always killing it on the 1s and 2s and the scratches and all that shit. Like he's a real DJ, you know. He's always there to do sound and do DJing for my gigs, and I really appreciate him. Plus, him and Mr. Mortar gave me 32 gigs worth of sounds to use in my beats. So thank you guys for that. Number 2, DJ, and I'm not ranking this in any order. I'm just saying these are the people that I really fuck with. DJ Denise, I've been going back with her since like beginning of my solo career, like other than my groups and stuff, but I actually got my first FM radio gig with her back when I was pushing my very first album, VICIOUS EP, which you can find on vicious5150.bandcamp.com. That's taking it way back. But no, I've been working with her for several years. She's put me on several events, and I'm really thankful for you, Denise. Thank you for everything you do. And she does everything for the fucking scene, so like she should be in everybody's top category by default. And number 3, I mean, this was hard for me to choose. I mean, I got so many. There's going to be some honorable mentions here. I'm going to have to go with my homie fucking, what the hell's his name? Damn it. Goldman, that's his fucking name. Like, I'm a fucking asshole for that. So I just ran into him the other day, and it was good to see him. Goldman, I've been working with him in the Vancouver scene for quite some time. He's really fucking dope. He's like all about the old school hip hop and stuff like that. He spins good tunes. He gets the crowd going with all that. He's fucking awesome. I'm going to have to also give the same kind of love to my homie D-Rec as well. D-Rec I've been working with for several years. That's Snack the Ripper's DJ. He's part of Stealth Bomb. He's a goddamn legend in this scene. He's been around since the dawn of time, as have I. So I remember when the dinosaurs walked the earth, and this is what we looked like. Anyways, D-Rec, what up? Anyways, we're going to move on to the next question before we take up too much time with this. Okay, so Dougie, number 4, Dougie, best show you ever did. Oh my god, Bone Thugs and Harmony for sure is up there. That show we did with Mercules over at the it was a theater in New West, the Columbia Theater. That shit was fucking wild and crazy too. We just have so many goddamn shows like under our belt and under my belt. I mean, I couldn't really narrow it down, but those are the first couple I could really think of because those ones were like just fucking crazy. Loved those ones. Okay, number 5 from the homie Jake Cork. How many pits are in a pear? It's 0, and I looked it up, and you didn't think I fucking would. And you stole that bit from the Jerky Boys, you fucking biter. Anyways, thank you so much for that question. Number 6, Orion. Oh, my good old buddy Onion. Who thought that he would ask this question? It was really unpredictable, you know what I mean? How long have you been writing raps about Stevie P for? And what kind of smokes do you think Stevie P gets his inspiration from? They're called darts, okay? They're called darts, and he harfs them. Anyways, Stevie P. I've been rapping about him since the first Pick a Topic video. It's in one of my videos on YouTube here. You can go check it out. Pick the Topic, episode 1, Stevie P. What What kind of smokes do I think? You're just going to get the bonus question because I want to answer this so bad. What kind of smokes do you think Stevie P gets his inspiration from? I want to say Benson and Hedges 100s. You know, those really, really long old lady cigarettes? That's the ones he smokes for sure. All right, we're going to move right on. RC. Yeah, I'm letting my band members do this. I don't fucking care. RC. Why are you such a fuck? Because fuck you. That's why. Shua. Were you born in New Balance shoes? Fuck, I actually own those for real. But no, the answer to that question is they kind of built me like a ship in the bottle, you know, like when they build like the glass around the boat. That's kind of what happened, and I'm the boat, and the shoes were the glass. So that's kind of what they did. I am one with the New Balance, right? Anyways, we're gonna move right along from my good old friend Candace Barons. What's her question? How many nipples do you have, and are they innies? That's 2 questions, but I'm gonna let it go here. 7 and yes, all of them. They're all indented. It's really, really scary. Don't ever envision that. Actually, you don't have enough bleach in the world to drink to envision such a thing. Anywho, my good old buddy, Matt Fain, most inspiring song you ever did. Oh, Jesus Christ. Inspiring song. Oh my God, that's really actually a stumper. Like, I'm actually going off the cuff. I didn't even know what the fuck I would answer to all these. I just looked it up. I like to make something inspiring from every fucking album, so like that would have to be like stuff like Change You Want to See from my Lucky Sevens album. I really liked that one. That was like a really inspiring one, even though it's more like a bleak song, so I guess it wasn't there very inspiring, but it sounded inspiring, so we're just gonna go with that. Or yeah, Be the Change You Want to See. I guess that's the best way I can do it. So like it's bleak, but the inspiring message behind it is be the change you want to see instead of bitching. Anyway. Right along, my homie Yannyboy. He asked me this on Instagram. How and when did you decide to start making music? I was always working on music, like dabbling with raps in my head. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of them before, and they just kind of shrunk into one. That's why I got this big bulbous fucking dome. So I've been writing raps since I was like 12, 13 years old, but I didn't really have the courage to get into it until like a couple years later, maybe like 2000 is when I started recording. Because one of my good old buddy Steve, like he'd be like walking home from school with me or whatever, or I'd just see him and he'd be like, "Oh man, like that's the guy who he can rap like Bone and all that stuff." Like he like tell him he should start writing his raps, and like yeah, like I started kind of dabbling in writing, and I was recording and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing with it, and I wasn't really that good. I wasn't as seasoned as I am now, but that's kind of how this was. My buddies pushing me into it and encouraging me. So like, thank you to everybody who encouraged me to do things like that. When once upon a time I didn't really have the courage to do such a thing. Anyways, we're gonna move right along. My homeboy, Mr. Mike. This is question 12. What's the worst song you can think of that you made at the beginning of your career, if you have one? Definitely from my beginning of my career. Oh my God, and you don't want to hear those because I don't fucking have them, so you're not hearing them. There's one, and this falls into that category. It's the very first solo song I ever recorded, and I remember it was I looped the beat to fucking ICP how many times, and it was like that doon 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 doon. If anybody's ever heard that song, it was just like the boring section of that beat because I couldn't get the other fucking cool part. And a song called Gift of Gab, and it was just kind of like a slow kind of, and it was like just recorded on a really shitty computer mic, and I was like, oh fuck, every time I used to hear that song I would cringe. But that was the first solo song I ever recorded, and that was like in the early 2000s when I first started really recording anything other than group stuff. But moving right along, Kid Kill It. How old are you? Come on, Pete. I'm 36. Come on, Pete. That's all I gotta say about that. My homie Nina Shade. This is a good question. This is a really good fucking question, and I had to think about this. This is the only one I've really thought about, but I'm gonna tell you because it's a hilarious story. What was your favorite memory with Mr. Mead? Rest his soul. Love you, buddy. So we were coming home on the bus from Vancouver Island. We were just super fucking hungover and haggard, and we were just like, oh fuck. So we were talking about music and stuff like that, and it was a packed bus, and was like a Saturday afternoon or something. And like this girl next to us, she just wasn't having it that we're talking about music and things we enjoy instead of being quiet like the rest of everybody else. Fuck you if you're watching, by the way. Which you're not, of course. I assume you're not watching. But anyways, we were talking about, I think he was talking about Cameron or something like that, and he was like, yeah, this song, blah, blah, blah. And then this stupid ass chick pipes up like, there's another song, it's called Silence is Golden. And then Eli, like Mr. Me, just pipes up without fucking hesitation. He says, oh yeah, I have that album too. There's another single they just released. It's called Mind Your Own Fucking Business and Shut the Fuck Up. I just fucking died. And she did. She followed suit, and that was the end of it. That's the first memory that I could think of, because I had a million of them, but that was one that stuck out. Like, that was pure savagery, and I love you for that, Eli. Rest in peace. I fucking love you. So we're gonna move right along. I'm gonna miss that guy so much. Jesus Christ. But I'm thankful to have had a friendship like that. Okay, moving on. Okay, Omen, number 15. How many times has darkness hit you in the nuts? He has the answer to that, and it's definitely over 30. I really couldn't tell you, because that was a lot of times. We've been friends for an awful long time, and he used to do this shit a lot. He liked to touch my nuts with his foot. And yeah, it's really creepy if you think about it. But don't think about it. Old friend, Connor Sloan Keller. Old buddy of mine, known forever. How many toes can you fit in a Detroit hooker's mouth? Well, I have a pretty big fucking toe. I'm not going to show you. But it depends how seasoned she is at what she does. I love that. How seasoned she is at what she does. So I'll leave that visual up to you. Hold me your head. Are your glasses symmetrically cracked, or is that your phone's reflection? Come on, man. It's definitely phone's reflection. These are brand new, kind of. But yeah, they're good. They're good. They are not cracked. Symmetrically, that'd be pretty cool. It'd be an amazing feat. Bob Westfall, number 18. Is that chest hair creeping out of your shirt collar, or a baby raccoon hiding under your shirt? It's a ferret, okay? And I would thank you not to stare. Actually, stare all you want. I don't care. I love the attention. Okay, number 19. Jenny Gump. Where do babies come from? Actually, they come from right here, underneath my shirt. That's where they come from. That's the best scientific explanation I can give you. And finally, number 20, from Slum Glutton. Who is your favorite Has Gang member? Well, of course it's me, but it's you for asking me that question. And yeah, thus concludes the 20 questions that I narrowed down for this fucking video. Anyways, before I start trailing off and rambling like I obviously do all the time, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe, please. And that'll be the end of this video. Have a good day. Okay, peace. I'll see you very, very soon.